We think we live in a world of giants, and in many ways, we do. We look at the modern marvels of the animal kingdom and stand in awe. The African elephant, a walking colossus weighing over 6 tons, capable of toppling trees with a single push. The great white shark, an apex predator perfected by millions of years of evolution, a torpedo of muscle and teeth. We see the saltwater crocodile, a living dinosaur with the most powerful bite force on the planet. Or the blue whale, the largest animal to have ever lived, its heart alone the size of a small car. We look at these incredible creatures and think, this is the peak of nature's power. This must be the pinnacle of size and strength. But what if I told you that this perception is wrong? What if the giants we see today are merely ghosts, faint echoes of a far more colossal past? The truth is, we are actually living in a world of shrunken animals. To find the true titans of this planet, we have to rewind the clock, not by thousands, but by millions of years, to an Earth that would be unrecognizable to us. A time when the atmosphere was different, the continents were in different places, and the rules of life were written on a much, much grander scale. This was a playground for monsters so large they defy our modern logic. These were creatures born from a world of abundance, where higher oxygen levels and warmer climates allowed life to experiment with size in ways that are impossible today. Forget what you know about the limits of biology. The prehistoric world didn't just break the mold, it shattered it into a million pieces. Imagine for a moment stepping into this lost world. In the sweltering jungles of what is now South America, you might encounter a snake as long as a school bus and weighing over a ton. This is Titanoboa, a constrictor so immense it hunted giant crocodiles for lunch. Now, picture yourself off the ancient coastlines. In the deep, you wouldn't just find sharks. You'd find shark megalodon, a predator that could grow up to 60 feet long and could swallow a great white shark whole, its bite force crushing bone as easily as we bite into an apple. Look to the skies. You wouldn't see eagles or condors. You'd see a bird like Pelagornis, with a wingspan so wide it could shadow an entire house, soaring on oceanic winds for weeks at a time. These weren't just animals, they were living, breathing forces of nature. And they are just a glimpse of the giants that once ruled this planet. Today on Animal Index, we're not just looking back, we're diving headfirst into this age of titans. We've scoured the fossil record, consulted the latest scientific research, and reconstructed the most incredible beasts to ever walk the land, swim the seas, and rule the skies. We're going to rank the top 10 prehistoric giants that make our modern day animals look like toys. From armored fish the size of a bus to land mammals that towered over mammoths, this is a countdown of epic proportions. So buckle up, because we're about to journey back to a time when giants truly roamed the earth. Let's get into it. Starting our list at number 10, let's look at the humble armadillo. You probably see them on the side of the road, barely a foot long. These small, armored mammals are fascinating survivors, known for their unique leathery shell and their peculiar habit of jumping straight up when startled. They're mostly nocturnal, spending their nights digging for insects and grubs with their powerful claws. While they seem tough, their shell is more of a defense against thorny underbrush than a true suit of armor against predators. The nine-banded armadillo, the most common species in North America, is a lightweight, typically weighing no more than a house cat. But its ancient relative, that's a different story entirely. Now, meet the Glyptodon. Living during the Pleistocene epoch, otherwise known as the Ice Age, the Glyptodon was essentially a prehistoric tank. Forget the foot-long roadside creature. This behemoth was a megafauna herbivore that roamed the grasslands and forests of South America. Imagine a Volkswagen Beetle, but alive, covered in bone, and weighing over 2 tons. That's the scale we're talking about. This wasn't just a bigger armadillo. It was a completely different class of animal, a walking fortress. that fundamentally shaped its environment just by existing. While a modern armadillo weighs about 10 pounds, the Glyptodon tipped the scales at a staggering 4,000 pounds. Its primary defense was a massive, bony armor plating called a carapace. This wasn't a flexible shell like a modern armadillo's. It was a single, rigid, dome-like structure made of more than 1,000 1-inch thick bony plates called osteoderms. This shell was so robust that even the apex predators of the era, like the fearsome saber-toothed cat, couldn't bite through it. Fossil evidence shows failed bite marks and fractured saber teeth, proving that attacking a full-grown Glyptodon was a losing battle. They were virtually invincible to direct assault. But its defense wasn't just passive, as if a car-sized suit of armor wasn't enough. Some species, like Dodocurus, had a devastating weapon, a long, muscular tail ending in a spiked, bony club, much like a medieval mace. This wasn't just for show. Paleontologists believe they used these powerful tails to defend against predators and, perhaps more often, to fight each other for territory or mates. We found Glyptodon shells with fractures that perfectly match the impact points of another Glyptodon's tail club. So, let's recap. Imagine a turtle the size of a small car with an impenetrable shell and a wrecking ball for a tail. That was the Glyptodon, a true heavyweight of the prehistoric world. When you think of a sloth, you think of a slow, lazy creature, but meet Megatherium, the giant ground sloth. Standing on its hind legs, this beast was 20 feet tall. That's taller than a giraffe. It weighed 4 tons, making it as heavy as a modern elephant. It didn't hang from trees. I simply pulled them down. With claws nearly a foot long, it wasn't just a plant eater. Some scientists believe it used those massive hooks to scavenge meat or defend itself against the most dangerous predators of the Ice Age. Modern birds like the Andean condor are impressive, with wingspans of about 10 feet, but Argentavis magnificens was something else entirely. This was the largest flying bird to ever exist, with a wingspan of 23 feet. That's about the same width as a small airplane. It weighed 150 pounds, which is massive for a bird that needs to stay airborne. It didn't flap its wings much. It was a master of the wind, soaring over ancient Argentina like a living glider, looking for prey to snatch up with a beak the size of a human head. Wait a second. Before we get into the top 5, the absolute heavyweights of history, I have to ask, are you enjoying the scale of these monsters so far? We've journeyed from the colossal shark-toothed horror of the Carcharicles to the sky-darkening wings of Quetzalcoatlus. We've seen titans of the land and sea, creatures that defy modern comprehension. And now, we're at the halfway point, standing on the precipice of the truly god-tier giants. The next 5 are in a league of their own. But creating this index, bringing these long-extinct titans back to life for you, is a mammoth undertaking in itself. It involves countless hours of deep dive research, cross-referencing fossil records, and collaborating with digital artists to ensure every scale, tooth, and feather is as accurate as science allows. We do it because, like you, we are utterly fascinated by the raw, untamed power of the prehistoric world. We believe that understanding these incredible animals gives us a deeper appreciation for the story of life on our planet, and that's where you come in. If you're finding this journey through time as awe-inspiring as we do, if you're a fan of the Animal Index, you can become a crucial part of our expedition. Do the channel a huge favor and hit that like button right now. It's a small click for you, but for us, it's a massive signal to the great algorithm in the sky. It tells the platform that we're creating content that resonates, that explores the kind of epic what-ifs, that spark curiosity. It helps more people discover these incredible beasts. Then, drop a comment down below. We read every single one. Let us know which of the giants from the first half of our list surprised you the most. Was it the sheer size of Spinosaurus, or the alien-like appearance of one of the deep-sea leviathans? Better yet, who do you think is going to claim the #1 spot? Make your prediction now and see if you can call it. Your comments fuel our community and often inspire the topics for our future deep dives. And finally, the most important part. If you want to see more rankings of the deadliest, the biggest, and the coolest animals to ever walk the earth, hunt in the seas, or soar in the skies, make sure you subscribe to the Animal Index. Subscribing is your passport for all future expeditions. It ensures you won't miss our upcoming exploration into the deadliest predators of the Cenozoic or the most bizarre creatures of the Cambrian explosion. It directly helps the channel grow, allowing us to invest in more detailed animations, more ambitious topics, and keep this prehistoric content coming your way week after week. Your support is the lifeblood that keeps this channel alive and digging for the next great discovery. Thank you for being a part of this community. Your engagement makes all the difference. All right, the break is over. The heavyweights are waiting. Let's get back to the countdown and reveal the top 5 largest animals in Earth's history. The rhino is one of the toughest land animals alive today, but it's a dwarf compared to its ancestor, Paraceratherium. This is arguably the largest land mammal to ever walk the earth. It stood 16 feet tall at the shoulder and weighed a staggering 20 tons. That's the weight of nearly 5 African elephants. It had no natural predators because, quite frankly, nothing was big enough to kill it. It spent its days roaming the forests of Eurasia, eating hundreds of pounds of leaves every single hour. If you hate bugs, look away. Today's centipedes are only a few inches long, but 300 million years ago, bugs grew to nightmarish sizes. Meet Arthropleura. This was a land-dwelling invertebrate that grew up to 8.5 feet long. It was as wide as a human torso and covered in thick protective plating. While it likely ate rotting plant matter, its size alone makes it one of the most terrifying creatures to ever crawl on land. Imagine walking through the woods and seeing a bug longer than your bed scurrying toward you. The saltwater crocodile is the largest reptile on Earth today, reaching 20 feet. But during the Cretaceous period, there was Deinosuchus. It was 35 feet long and weighed over 8 tons. Its name literally means terrible crocodile. While modern crocs eat fish, Deinosuchus had a bite force of 20,000 psi, enough to crush the bones of a T-Rex. In fact, we found dinosaur fossils with Deinosuchus tooth marks in them. It was the ultimate ambush predator. The green anaconda is the heaviest snake today, weighing 500 pounds. But 60 million years ago, in the jungles of Colombia, lived Titanoboa. This snake was 42 feet long and weighed 2,500 pounds. It was as thick as a man's waist. Titanoboa didn't need venom. It was a constrictor with so much power that it said it could crush its prey with the force of 3 Eiffel Towers. It sat at the top of the food chain, eating giant turtles and crocodiles for breakfast. The great white is the king of the modern ocean, but then there's the megalodon. It reached lengths of 60 feet. Its mouth was nearly 10 feet wide, lined with rows of 7-inch long serrated teeth. A great white's bite force is about 4,000 psi. The megalodon, 40,000 psi. It specialized in eating whales. This was the most successful marine predator to ever live, ruling the oceans for 13 million years. At number 2, we have a giant, only recently understood Patagotitan majorum. If you think an African elephant is big, Patagotitan is here to humble you. This titanosaur reached a length of 121 feet and weighed over 70 tons. You would need to stack 10 fully grown elephants on a scale just to match this one animal. Its thigh bone alone was 8 feet tall. It didn't just walk, it moved the earth beneath its feet. Finally, the undisputed king, the Argentinosaurus. This was the gold standard for size. Stretching up to 130 feet and weighing nearly 100 tons, it was basically a living skyscraper. It had a heart the size of a bathtub and had to consume thousands of pounds of greenery every single day just to stay alive. Modern animals aren't just smaller, they aren't even in the same league. From 8-foot bugs to 100-ton dinosaurs, the past was a different world. Which of these 10 would you be most afraid to meet? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for riding with the Animal Index today. I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious.